Hi guys. Mail call! On your feet, fall in, whatever you got to do. Get over here, get the mail. Okay, here it is, guys. Been a busy day today. It's 12:47 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's about 78 degrees outside, perfectly clear, dry, slight breeze. I just got my washing done, and I always hang my clothes outside, so I got that completely done. They're all put away, and the world is round. I just wanted to show you my pretty knee. Actually, I'm taking my sock off. But anyway, we did get some mail today. Let's see what else. Let's see the date. I got it. Time. I got it. Weather. Got it. Okay. We did get some mail today. It's a lonely piece of mail, but it is a very good piece of mail. But it doesn't show where it's from. Just a package. Came in the mail. And it's from HENSE. Well, that's Amazon shipping thing, I think. Well, actually, it came USPS. But anyway, inside of this hermetically sealed envelope that I did not open with my new... Oh, get them red! Yo! I don't know anything about baseball. I'm sure I'll get some comments. But anyway, a viewer sent me this, and I appreciate it, so I thought I'd wear it. I washed it, and it fits great, and so in honor of you that sent it, I am wearing a Cincinnati Reds shirt, Cincinnati, Ohio, since 1869, folks. That's almost as old as I am. But inside of this package is, hello Cullen, and your brother too, and you and all you guys that send me stuff. I got something in the mail today that'll be very useful for my camper top, and I left the music on again, but I just cut it off. That will be very useful in my camper top because it just will be. And what is it, you might ask? Well, I'm going to show you. It is a clock, humidity, temperature, electric thing. And it comes in this package, but you can't see what it is because that's in the way. But I'll take this out and I'll show it to you. And then first I want to tell you how thoughtful it is for somebody to actually do this, whoever it is. I appreciate it, I really do, because this will be very useful. I'm telling you, inside of the, because I'm always wondering, I do have a little temperature gauge, but I have to get up real close to see it. And this one has big letters. You got me? I mean, and I got to change. It's got a way to change. This is centigrade now. The time is wrong, and the humidity may be right. It shows 50% humidity. I don't know if that's. It seems like it's a little high, but you never know. I'm inside. Maybe it could be. I'm not saying it ain't. But be that as it may, the temperature and the time will be very handy, and the accuracy, the humidity. I mean, I know when it's dry. You don't have to tell me. If I hang stuff out that's wet and it dries in 10 minutes, it's low humidity, okay? But anyway, whoever sent this, thank you very much. It runs on a little bitty, one of those little bitty batteries. One of these like that. Those are just the little bitty ones, one of those AAAs, I think. But anyway, I just happened to have one, so I stuck it in there, and it turned it on. And then this afternoon, while I'm laying there on my bed, my RV I live in an RV for all you people that just dropped in here. A full-time RV. Went camping in a Prius for several years, and now I'm fixing to go camping in a pickup with a camper top on it. You know, the transition for me, I did a video about that, but for me to go camping from the RV, you know, a lot of people go camping, they're towing their RV, and they're roughing it. You got me? Well, when I go camping, I go camping in a Toyota Prius, or did, and now I'm going to go camping in a pickup with a Lear 180 camper top on it, and you know, that's camping to me now. So I guess pretty soon I'll be living in a cave. You know, I go from a truck camper to living in a cave or a thatched hut somewhere. So the curve is down. But anyway, this is a great little gift and very timely. Thank you very much. I'll piddle with it this afternoon and get all the settings done. And it looks like it's pretty easy to set up. It's got 3 little buttons you mash. But I'll keep that out And then I'll put this in the bucket of honor, the package, to remind me that I'll write on the outside what it was, so I remember. And but anyway, let me get the old bucket here. Not the bucket you're thinking about. This is the bucket of honor, not the bucket that I used for other things. But anyway, this is a Bud Light Lime bucket that was sent to me by a subscriber viewer, I think, and it's coming in handy because the other one's filled up. And this one, it's trickling in. And while we're talking about mail and mail call, as I put that into the bucket of honor, thank you very much, whoever sent that. I do appreciate it. But while we're talking about mail and mail call, I want to reiterate the fact that I will be leaving Monday to go on a trip somewhere. I may be gone for an extended period of time, or I may not. I'm not going to say, because I never know. If I find the camping spots and the weather's okay, and everything kind of lines up, then you just keep going, But if it, all of a sudden, it's everything being packed. Of course, summer's coming on. I know that school's out, and it will be in a lot of places. But the places I go where there are absolutely no facilities, no hookups, no nothing, most of the time you can find a place that's fairly remote, private, and has, quote, cellular access, which is very important to me now, because not only is it a safety thing, it allows me to do the videos and keep up with the comments. And by the way, if I slack off on the comments a little bit, it's not because I'm lazy. It's just because I didn't have cell phone access and I got buried behind, and I'll do the best I can. Okay? And I always, anyway, I look at them. I do the best I can. But anyway, it's stacking up. And I had a viewer ask about what my plan was as if the channel continues to grow, which I hope it does. And the viewers leave numerous comments. What is my plan as to responding to those comments? And the answer is I don't really have a plan, and I don't know that anybody on YouTube does. I guess at some point you just become more selective on the ones that you respond to, because you don't make much money off of YouTube, so you don't want to spend 60 hours a day you don't want to spend a lot of time on that, because it's kind of, I'm doing this kind of for a semi-hobby. It gives me something to do, and I look forward to it, and I enjoy all the viewer comments because it's very helpful. And in fact, a lot of the things I'm doing in my camper top today are things that were given to me by viewers. One of them said that, did you know that the Velcro will stick to that carpet? Then it will. One side of that Velcro tape will stick to the carpet and hold stuff. It will. I just tried it. And so today I put in a my laundry bag thing, and I put me up a little, what I call a trash can, which is basically just a plastic bag, and then I've got some more plastic bags. And so I'm just getting, fine tuning it. I'm polishing the diamond now, getting it down to the final things. I've got my organizer. I put in some batteries, and then I got a little toolbox that I put a few tools in. Not much, because I'm not a mechanic, but if it's something really simple, I can deal with it. I also checked out the no-see-um netting to see how that's going to work out. It's going to be all right. Just have to figure a way to hold it up. And I can either do it with tape, which I really don't want to, or come up with some kind of little clips, and I'm thinking about that now. And as I go on my trip somewhere, I may go into a Walmart and see what they've got, because that would probably be the best, because then I can just clip it on, clip it off, and be done with it. And so anyway, it's coming together, and of course the final push will be on Sunday, basically, to get the bed finalized, to get the what do you call it, memory foam pad, the trifold pad on there, and get the cover on there. And I got to make a decision whether I'm going to take a sleeping bag or not. I usually don't. It is convenient and easy, because you can either sleep in it or not. But I think I might take my comforter and figure out a way to use it, and maybe a bedspread and just a bed sheet. Of course, I've got a fitted sheet for the cot, so that'll work out okay. And then it's just a matter of putting in the 5-gallon water container, which somebody sent me. It seemed like everything I've got somebody sent me, doesn't it? Well, it just about is. I'll put that in there, and then of course the ice chest, I load that the day I go, and I pre-cool it the night before. I put in some ice, not just something out of the refrigerator, and put some ice in there and let it chill down a little bit. I also keep it in the house where it might be a little cooler than the outside. If it's going to be a cool night, I'll leave it outside with the ice in it. But anyway, I pre-chill it, and then the day I get ready to go, I just put the stuff in the bottom, put my little tray in. It's going to hold all my food items, and then when I pick up the ice, I just dump it in there, set that in there, and I'm good to go. So that's pretty simple. So anyway, it looks okay, and of course I got a gas up. You know, my son's going to change the oil in my truck because it's his opinion, and apparently a lot of people agree with him, that if you buy a new vehicle after about 2,000 or 3,000 miles, you ought to go ahead and change the oil, because there's a lot of little pieces of metal and stuff that you can flush out that will extend the engine life. So we're going to do that Saturday. He's going to do that for me. He's going to be my mechanic and for the rest of that pickup's life, because I told him, I said, whatever I need done, if you feel like you can do it, I'd rather pay you than anybody else, and that's the way that goes, you know. So having said all that, what else is going on today? I've got, I mentioned I got a few things to do. We've talked about the mail. I'm going to have it forwarded, so if you want to send something, do. And what else? Anyway, again, thumbs up to you guys that are leaving good comments, and Cincinnati Reds, go get them, go get them. And the suggestions, a lot of suggestions, I do appreciate it. You know, somebody suggested, you know, maybe getting solar at some point, and I might, you know, but the problem I have with solar now is I've got so much useful space in the camper top without it, you know, because you'd have to have a battery, a 12-volt battery, you know, 12-volt battery, or two 6-volt batteries, and you know, and some other stuff, and then the panel has to be brought in every evening and put somewhere. And so, you know, I mean, I might be able to put it in the cab of the truck. I have to check on that, you know, because it folds up. And so, yeah, it probably would fit better in the cab of the truck because it'd be out of the way. And then the rest of the time when it's out, not a problem. But I just don't want the camper top to be so cluttered that I get claustrophobia like I did in the Prius. And because right now it's pretty nice. I mean, I got you know, I can sit up, I can lay back and read a book. I've already done that. I put some graphite on the windows. It helped a lot. Somebody mentioned that, I think. So, you know, all these little things are coming together, and yeah, it looks okay. I mean, I feel pretty good about it, and we'll just have to see. And if it's really, if I can hit, you know, the weather right, which I think I am. I mean, of course, in by July, you know, you need to be in the 7,000 feet elevation area because it really gets cooking then. And August, if I stayed out that long, again about the same elevation. And then September, as the seasons start to change, come back and be back here by ideally by late September, which, you know, I might do, I might not, but that's my goal. And you know, as far as, you know, the scamps, and people left comments, you know, if you're going to do this, what do you need to scamp for? That's a good point. I don't know how this is going to work out because I have never done this, and so. If the camper top works out fine and it's enjoyable and I'm easy peasy, because, you know, the steps, you know, getting in and out's nothing. I put a pad on the tailgate, so when I get in and out, I don't even have to wear the knee pads anymore unless I choose to, which I may not, but I have them as a backup. But the pad that I put on the tailgate is just a little rubber pad, but I can also use that whenever I take a shower outside, because, you know, whenever you take a shower outside the boondocks, you got to have something to stand on, because you don't want to stand in the dirt, in the mud, because there's no concrete pads. Or, you know, it's not like you're at a state park or a national park where they have some concrete areas where you could stand and you know, splash water on yourself and towel off and everything be cool. But, you know, when you're in, you know, the reason I'd like to do the BLM stuff and you know, government land is not so much because it's private. It's just that it just seems like there's more pretty places there. You know, there are a lot of national parks and state parks, but they're, you know, the state parks, they're always around lakes. They love lakes. And the reason is, obviously, people want to come on the weekends and play in the water, and the kids in the summer want to go to the lake. And, you know, but whenever I'm camping, I avoid lakes. If it says Lake Sacha State Park, I ain't going there, because in the summer it'd be so crowded you couldn't even find a place to park anyway. But the other ones, they do pretty good, and I think I've gone on long enough. But for those of you people that have sent me mail and have got into the bucket of honor, thank you very much. If you do want to send a card or a letter, you can. It's Rusty, P.O. Box 1446, Kingsland, Texas 78639. And for those of you that fan fund, you don't want to fool with mail, don't worry about it. You can PayPal to Rusty78609 at yahoo.com. And for those of you that done it, thank you, and thank you for the mail. Thank all the viewers. Thank all the subscribers. We've got a few new ones, and that's great. But anyway, live from Central Texas, USA, this is Rusty78609 finishing up mail call and getting ready to go camping in his pickup with a camper top on Monday morning. And where I'm going to go that day, I'm not real sure. I've got a few options, but the best one is an 8-hour drive. Boo, boo on that. But anyway, guys, thumbs up. Carpe diem, adios, bye, bye, bye. USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water. 3 quarts a day will not hurt you. You may pee like a racehorse or a 2 or 3 peckered possum, but you will feel better. Also, take deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth several times a day. Why? Because it relieves stress, and relieving stress lowers your blood pressure, takes the pressure off your heart so it doesn't have to work so hard. You'll live a little longer, and that's what we want to do, live longer and healthy. And if you guys want to break the healthcare industry of all their bad habits, stay healthy. They can't live without money, I guarantee you. So all you guys out there, just focus on one thing: keeping your health and staying away from doctors. You know, am I anti-doctor? No. I'm anti-getting robbed by the system. You know, I mean, it's too damn expensive. It is. I mean, you can't even. Anyway, enough said about that. But if you want to, you know, if you want to beat the system as far as healthcare is concerned, stay healthy. Huh? How simple. Anyway, guys, thumbs up. Adios. Bye bye. 3, 4. I got 4 teeth today. I grew one last night.